Good day, everyone. So, this morning we are going to discuss Lesson 2 with the topic Maintain Tools, Equipment, and Paraphernalia. I am Miss Miriam Fonte, your teacher for today. Okay, so last meeting we have learned that tools, equipment, and paraphernalia plays an important role in order to perform the task or work effectively. Aside from that, most tools, especially equipment, are expensive. In order to help your company make those tools and equipment last longer, proper usage should be considered. Proper selection of appropriate tools and equipment should take into consideration. And there are some important reminders that everyone should consider before, while, and after using the different front office tools and equipment. Again, our topic this morning is all about maintain tools, equipment, and paraphernalia in front office services. So tools, equipment are very essential in most businesses. They are important for the day-to-day operation of the business. Most tools and equipment are costly. It needs a lot of proper care and maintenance to ensure its longevity and usefulness. And as a gratitude for the company you are working with for having to use such equipment, you should know how to take care of it and how it will reach its full lifetime potential. So using appropriate cleaning materials should be taken into consideration. Remember that not all cleaning supplies or materials are appropriate for every tools and equipment. It always depends on where the tools and equipment are made of. Okay, proper usage of tools and equipment and paraphernalia. So tools and equipment are great help in the front office job. So it is very necessary that you know how and when to them, right? Selection of suitable tools and equipment should take into consideration so as to do the work effectively and efficiently. So here are the ways in how to use computer. So the first one is make sure all power cables are connected to electricity. Number 2, turn on the CPU or the central processing unit by pressing the button and power on. Number 3, turn on the monitor by pressing the button on the monitor. But there are some monitors that are automatically turned on once you power the CPU. Number 4, wait until the boot is completed and the Windows display or screensaver appear. And now here are the steps on how to shutting down the computer. Number 1, click the start button located in the taskbar. Number 2, click the turn off computer. Number 3, display appears showing 3 options: standby, turn off, and restart. Number 4, choose turn off. How to use fax machine. First, check the fax machine plug and power supply. Make sure the telephone cord is plugged into a phone or jack. Number 2, insert the document that you wish to fax into the outgoing fax tray. Number 3, dial the phone number to which you wish to send the document. Number 4, wait for the receiving fax machine to answer. Press the start button to send your fax. Number 5, look at the fax machine display console. Number 6, stock your fax machine with plenty of paper in the coming fax tray. Number 7, note whether your fax machine has its own dedicated phone line. If none, need to press start to process an incoming fax. So here are some general tips for proper use of tools and equipment. So number one, read and understand the manual of operation for each equipment. Number two, be sure that equipment is in good condition, not defective nor damaged. Number three, use the equipment for their intended purpose. Number four, handle all electrical tools and equipment with care and caution. Number five, all equipment must be turned off when unattended. Number six, all power tools must be properly grounded before they are used. Number seven, clean the equipment after its use and store them properly. Keep them dry. The number eight, use appropriate personal protective equipment or the PPE for a specific job requirement. So obtaining complete sets of tools, equipment, and paraphernalia is very important to any industry, especially in hotels and resort businesses. Nevertheless, availability of these materials is not an assurance to keep the business going. Probably, there are many instances where malfunctioning of tool and equipment become the reasons of delay and unable to produce and serve the client's needs and wants. And there is a saying, it's better to have a few tools but in good condition than to own many but defective. So the proper care and use of front officer tools, equipment, paraphernalia is highly needed in preserving their longevity and its usefulness. So here are some commonly used cleaning materials for electronics. So letter A, duster. Duster is used to wipe away dust from the surface of office tools and equipment. Then, compressed air. Pressurized kind that blow away dust and dirt, especially on hard-to-reach spaces. And electrostatic cloth, and like the usual cleaning cloth, it has magnetic properties that gather dust and dirt particles for better cleaning. Okay, we also have the lint-free cloth. This is a special cleaning cloth that does not leave any lint on equipment. We also have the toothpick or metal pin serve as primer for cotton cloth to reach deep holes. And then cleaning solution, mild detergent mixed with water and disinfectant like rubbing or isopropyl alcohol. Here are some of the guidelines to be observed upon cleaning some or major tools and equipment for front office. A computer. So just like any other equipment in the front office, the desktop computers laptops accumulate excessive dust particles because of static electricity. As we know, the computer has many attached hardware components like the monitor, the mouse, and the keyboard with hard-to-reach holes. When these small holes are filled with dust, it often results to malfunctioning of equipment. So here are the few tips to clean various computer hardware components. The first component of computer is monitor. So here are the steps in how to clean this monitor. First, turn off the computer and then plug the monitor from the source. Second, use a moist, soft, and clean cloth while rubbing alcohol to wipe away dirt in monitor screen. Number 3, never spray water directly to the screen for it may damage the internal parts. And then the last one, attach the monitor, the system unit after cleaning. Next component of computer is we have the keyboard. So here are the steps on how to clean the keyboard. First, turn off the computer and detach the keyboard from the system unit, especially if it is PS or the 2 type. Second, use compressed air to blow away dust in between holes from the keys. 3. Use moist cloth with rubbing alcohol to clean the top of the case. 4. Attach the keyboard to the system unit after cleaning. Next equipment is we have the printer. Printer is another output device attached to the computer. It produces the hard copy of the document for easier reading and telling more than the external part which easily be cleaned through moistened lint-free cloth with alcohol. The inside of the printer accumulates more dust and dirt because of the ink cartridge and toner. There are ways to clean the inside parts of a printer. First is the inside compartment of the printer. So in cleaning this, use small vacuum to take away dust inside the printer, then compressed air that will just blow dust inside a deeper compartment. B. Printing head. If some white lines are already observed upon printing text and graphics, this might indicate that the printer head is clogged and needs cleaning. Some printers are programmed to automatically clean printer head after a few clicks in the installed software, but some instances may require you to clean them manually. C. Gears and rulers if the equipment has hard time. Next equipment that need to be cleaned in front office services is we have the telephone. Telephone is a telecommunication device that is essential and reliable tool in front office for answering guest inquiries, reservations, and coordinating with another hotel department. If the telephone set is not cleaned properly, this might affect the quality of voice recognition and creates barrier to communication. So these are the parts of a telephone. The first one is we have the phone body. So the phone body is need to wipe the surface of the telephone with a soft, clean cloth dumped in water and cleaning agent. Clean in between spaces using cotton swabs. Never let liquids pass inside the opening since it may damage the internal compartment. B. Handset. Use damp cloth with rubbing alcohol to clean and disinfect the handset or telephone receiver. C. Cord. Detach the cord to the phone and wrap it with damp clean cloth. Let it dry for a few minutes before attaching it to the phone. Next is the fax machine. Make sure to do the following upon cleaning the fax machine. First, unplug the equipment to avoid electric shock hazards. Second, observe the fax machine for possible areas to clean, especially deposit of dust and toner residue in its interior. Third, use the compressed air to blow away dirt inside. Fourth, wipe the external part using a lint-free cloth. Fifth, read the manufacturer's manual on how to run the self-clean feature of the fax machine. Sixth, plug in the equipment and let it run the self-clean and head scanning function, then wait for the entire process to finish. Storage procedures for office tools and equipment. The front desk workstation itself becomes the safe-keeping area for various office tools, equipment, and paraphernalia. The side wing of the front desk countertop is open the space allocated for desktop computer and its components, fax machine, telephone, and other equipment. Below the countertop are pull-out cabinets or compartments for the office tools and paraphernalia such as scissors, paper clips, staple wires, etc. And important documents such as guest folio, monitoring forms, receipts, and sales reports are filled accordingly in racks and file cabinets. Care of front office tools, materials, and paraphernalia. Regular cleaning schedule is only part of the steps in maintaining the functionality of the office tools and equipment. There are still other things to be considered, such as the condition of the work area, staff information, and regular monitoring procedures. So the first one is we have the condition of the work area. So the condition of the work area must be clean and cool, dry place, spacious, safe, and free from obstacles or barriers, provision for dividers, cabinets, and other storage compartments. Next, number two, staff information, distribution of printed materials or manuals on how to use the office tools and equipment accordingly. Trainings on how to operate major office equipment in a safe and efficient manner. Number three, regular monitoring procedures. Provision for monitoring checklists and forms. Designation of employee responsible for the inventory and supervision of office properties. Proper maintenance for major tools and equipment. So, number one equipment is we have the computer. Aside from regular cleaning of its physical parts, proper maintenance of computer also includes routine software updates, disk clean up, disk defragmenter, and backup files. So first, keep the following computer software up to date to improve performance and security. Current antivirus software, current malware protection software, operating system updates, internet browser updates, other installed application software updates. Number two, clear the cache in your browser at least once a month. Number three, run disk cleanup to delete unnecessary files in your hard drive, maximize its capacity. Number 4, run disk defragmenter to organize files in your hard drive to improve speed and the searching efficiency. Take note that the practices will take a long to complete. Number 5, back up important files from your computer to a storage device like external hard drive or through an online backup service to secure them in case of threat attacks. Next is the printer. First, let the printer fill blank papers at least once a week to gather out dust, lint, and residue from toner. Second, use appropriate type of paper for your printer as stated in the manufacturer's manual to get rid of paper jam. Third, in case of paper jam, turn the printer off, then turn again, and the crumpled paper will automatically eject out of the printer. If the paper is stuck, gently remove it through your hand completely. 4. Do not overload the tray with papers. 5. Place the printer in an elevated compartment to prevent small items like coins and clips fall off the printer. 6. Protect the internal parts of a printer from out of or a foreign particles through the printer cover. 7. Check the ink status regularly. Change the cartridge only when needed. C. Telephone. First, place the telephone in an elevated table or countertop to prevent the handset from reaching the ground and damage in case of falls. Second, never let the cord touch sharp edges or be stretched tightly to prevent wires inside from cutting off. And then the last one is we have the fax machine. First, place the equipment at least 6 inches from the wall and elevated and countertop to ensure ventilation. Second, use the appropriate type of paper. Make sure that every sheet does not stick together because of moist or wind through its cut edge fan. The paper by your hand before inserting it in the machine. 3. Change toner as needed if already showing dullness on prints. Make sure to clean any spills. 4. Prevent small foreign items to reach inside of the equipment which might lead to malfunction. Remember, useful quality tools can be a significant investment, but they will last longer and return the favor if you take good care of them. Making sure your devices are properly stored, cleaned, and well maintained will save you time and money, as well as making your projects and job much more comfortable. In short, tools and equipment needs a lot of proper care and maintenance to ensure its longevity and usefulness. That's all for today. Thank you and God bless. I hope you learned something about maintaining tools, equipment, and paraphernalia. Good day.